We are on the brink of World War III. The markets are crashing and we can't afford groceries. But have you considered Kamala Harris because she's a woman and black?
That is called Bidenomics, and we are very proud of Bidenomics. Yeah, go ahead and clap.
What amazes me the most about the Kamala Harris candidacy is that Democrat voters didn't get to choose their presidential candidate. But this is not surprising because Democrat voters didn't really get a choice in 2020 either. The truth is, Democrats never wanted Joe Biden, and they certainly didn't want Kamala Harris, who could barely reach 2% in the polls. And now, in 2024, just a handful of well-connected, wealthy elites have chosen the candidate.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Honestly, nothing says democracy like forcing out the president, who supposedly received more votes than any presidential candidate, and inserting his failed border czar, who received 0 votes. Character and decency is on the ballot, which is why Kamala Harris rejected Josh Shapiro as VP pick, because he is Jewish and volunteered for the IDF.
Pennsylvania's Governor Josh Shapiro is being discussed as one of Harris's potential running mates. He also endorsed her tonight. In your view, what are the pros and cons for putting him on the ticket?
Well, he's certainly under consideration. I know that from key Harris allies. He's a first-term governor. He's Jewish. There could be some risks in putting him on the ticket. But
in other words, tell me you're anti-Semitic without telling me you're anti-Semitic. Tim Walz, on the other hand, can pander to the radical pro-Hamas terrorist.
Burn that shit! Burn that shit! Burn that shit!
Last time Kamala and Walz teamed up together, Walz allowed black communities in Minnesota to be burned, looted, and destroyed. And Kamala fundraised to bail these rioters out. Decency is why Walz put COVID patients into nursing homes and then forced the elderly to die alone without their family. He promoted hotlines for snitches to tattle to the government if people were violating COVID lockdowns, and paid Minnesota residents to vaccinate their children. It must be in the name of decency as to why Walz is allowing Minnesota to take child custody away from parents who oppose sex change surgeries. And if you thought it couldn't get any weirder, Walz is forcing schools to stock pads and tampons in boys' restrooms.
You can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke.
We can't forget that 3 months ago, Walz replaced the Minnesota state flag with one resembling the flag of Somalia.
Wait a minute. There, that's better.
This is who the Democrat Party chose.
Unburdened by what has been, what can be. Unburdened by what has been. What can be. Unburdened by what has been. What can be. Unburdened by what has been.
Leftists, the only way to be unburdened by what has been is to walk away from the Democrat Party.